The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Second and 13. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. Cut at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Pressure coming, it's Jackson. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This throw is cupped. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They are on, it's Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Running left, here's A-Chain. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Throwing off the play fake here. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second down carry for A-Chain. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, tracking down and stop potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by his back. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 41. Wow, wide open here, complete. He does it, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Forced out to his right. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, here's Hurts. This one to Harrison. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Back to the well again. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Hey, I want to see your TV celebration. Hey,
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and short. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
On 4th down, snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles take possession on his 13th INT of this season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. Still has room inside the 15. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They motion the tight end over. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for points. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Jackson's gonna throw again. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They motion the slot man right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Jackson, quick pass wide. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lamar throwing again. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Escapes the pocket. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes again. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing deep for the... Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. That's caught for the first. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts throwing again. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throwing for Hurts. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Working quickly here. Back to throw, Hurts. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
We changed it.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Hauled in left side. Continuing to move past the 45. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Right side, quick pass, complete. Touchdown, Baltimore. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They're going play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. Into the red zone. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Eagles tie us up 28 all. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football. Short field ahead, just a little outside the 20. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And they pick him off again. And the Ravens have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
First down, here's Lamar. The ball is loose, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
2nd and 1. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar throwing again. Into the hands of Walker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. It's a race down the right side. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Ravens will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Jackson now on third. Escapes the pocket. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He wants a heater. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Brought in right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had.
Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He beams one, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. They're set up at the 35 now.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blitz coming, Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this, and they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens have it again after yet another interception. Well, we left career day behind a couple of turnovers ago, Brock. Yep. 7 interceptions in one game. This is up there as one of the best collective performances that we've ever seen from a team in pass coverage.
There has not been one route today, Kate, not a receiver, specific play, that this defense has not been able to lock down this game. What we're seeing now is something we could legitimately go decades without ever being seen done again.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's trying to push the field. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has it at the 7. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Hurts throwing again. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. First throw for the backup now. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now they're left with 4th and goal. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a 2-score game at 16 points.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he does get them the first before going out. Just over 20 seconds to play. Loose set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And now it's second down. Hurts now from the gun. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.